Hello, I'm Evangelist Alveda King, Director of Civil Rights for the Unborn for Priest for Life. I watched the debate with great interest last night. This debate has touched the ears of millions and millions of America and people around the world. There were some amazing takeaways for me from both of the candidates. I thought that the end of the debate was most impressive when the moderators had the question asked, is there anything that either or both of you can say that is good about the other? And of course, we know that Mrs. Clinton said that she admires Mr. Donald Trump's children, and she spoke as a mother and a grandmother about having regard for those type of family relationships. I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. Mr. Trump said that he admires Mrs. Hilary Clinton as a fighter. He acknowledged her as a fighter, and I certainly would agree with that with regard. And so in praying for both of the candidates, I watched and I just considered their positions and all of the things that they are saying. I thought it was quite striking that Mr. Trump said, and it was with irony, well, I guess I have to say I've become a politician. I never thought I'd say that, and I thought that was amazing because he did start out saying that the political system leaves so much to be desired. He put his feet into those waters, and now he finds himself at that place. It was also very interesting. A while back, Mr. Trump said, I don't have anything to apologize for. What do I need to be forgiven for? It's almost like God chuckled in heaven and said, let's see how many times, Mr. Trump, you will apologize before the world, before this is over. And so we see Mr. Trump in a position of apologizing for his own wrongs. And I think that it's amazing that America also needs to apologize. America needs to repent for many sins on an individual level and an individual basis, but just for our whole nation, maybe like Daniel did in the Bible for his nation when he prayed with deep contrition to God for the sins of his nation. And so I think that that is a difficult thing for a person to do, to apologize at all. And to do it before the whole world must be a humbling experience. I watched the debate. At first, I said, oh my goodness, God, this is so sad. I just can't watch any more of this. And I sat and I watched. I believed it was very important as one who has a voice before the people of the world in this nation. I believed that it was important for me to watch the debate. I'm actually glad I did. It's almost as if both candidates toward the end were speaking in code when they were asked about Supreme Court nominations. It was very clear to me when Mrs. Clinton spoke out on behalf of women's reproductive rights and marriage equality that she still fully supports an abortion agenda, and that, as she has said at one point, Christians in America need to set the religious aspect aside and just follow the laws of the human rulers. And so with that, not necessarily supporting God's plan for natural marriage and all of that. So she's very clear on the abortion agenda and the homosexual agenda as to her support for those. Mr. Trump also was very clear when he said he would support Supreme Court justices like Justice Scalia, who passed during this race. And Justice Scalia was one of the strongest voices on the Supreme Court for the sanctity of life, supporting not abortion, but the little baby in the womb as a human being, the sick, the poor, and the elderly, to defend their right to live. And so it's very important that we can see very clearly that Mr. Trump is for the sanctity of life, and Mrs. Clinton supports abortion up until 9 months. I think that's very important that we hear that. I will continue to pray. I prayed throughout that debate, and I will be continuing to pray. And I encourage everyone to pray for America. Evangelist Alveda King, Director of Civil Rights for the Unborn, Priest for Life.